My name is Fr Lawrence Lew, and I'm the Promoter General for the Holy Rosary for the Dominican Order throughout the world. Here in England at the moment, we are literally battling for life, for the fullness of life, not just from conception, but now to the very end, to natural death. Now, I fully understand that many people think that euthanasia is the compassionate thing to do. Of course, we say we don't want anyone to suffer. But I want us to remember that wherever this has happened, we see that it's a slippery slope, because although we say we don't want others to suffer, especially our loved ones, sometimes we don't want ourselves to have to suffer watching another person in their decline and in their difficulties. It's easier, it seems, to just end the misery, put them out of their suffering. I think that this is a reality. It has actually happened in other countries, and it has been talked about, and research has shown this. We need to be aware of this, and we need to make our MPs aware of it, as our bishops have asked us to do. That euthanasia is not the answer. Indeed, there are excellent forms of palliative care that we can resort to and turn to. And also, as Catholics, we must remember the great value of redemptive suffering. Our Lady of Fatima taught us about redemptive suffering. She asked the children of Fatima, "Will you offer up your sufferings and sacrifices for the conversion of sinners, for the salvation of souls?" You know, those little children aged just 7 and above, they said yes, they would. And Our Lady said, "Then you'll have much to suffer, but the grace of God will be your comfort." The problem today is that without faith in Jesus Christ, and therefore without an openness to receiving the grace of Christ to strengthen and fortify us in our difficulties and in our final days, people think that the solution is found in just ending it all with a drug or chemicals. But that's not the solution. The solution is to find ourselves in the embrace of the crucified Lord. The solution is for us to continue to love and to support and to suffer with those of our loved ones who are suffering as well in their sickness, in their pain. That is the difficult message, but the true message that is taught to us from the cross. And Our Lady of Fatima showed this to the little children. And we only have to look at the youngest canonized saint in the church, Saint Jacinta. In her final days, Saint Jacinta of Fatima, she suffered enormously, and she wanted no anesthesias, she wanted no painkillers. She said, "I want to offer my sufferings for the salvation of the world." She has a lesson for us today. My dear friends, don't give up the fight. Work for life and write to your MPs and tell them not to resort to what is effectively suicide.